Knowledge is everywhere, but knowing is only can be found in one. As long as there is a you with the story of my life, this happened to me, I'm hurt because that's mine. This is who I am. All these stories, suffering and attachments and fears. As long as there is that mind-body person, finding the truth or the truth of who you are is evading. As long as there is the veils of attachment, the veils of distrust, the veils of fear, the veils of judgment, the truth of who you are is evading. Say, for instance, we've been here for many cycles. Many worlds were created, many planets, and this particular one was of duality, and the reincarnations were just cycled here over and over again. Some, if we give it to the mind would say, we're trapped. We're stuck here. We're stuck in this world of duality. In order to ascend, in order to get out, we need to ascend. We're bound here. Say there were other levels or worlds that were different from here. But for some reason, we came here. We were just cycled over and over and over. If we give that to the mind would have so many suggestions on what we should do on the outside, how that would look, that we need to maybe suggest, learn how to astral travel, so maybe we can find our way to unlock the door out of this cycle. It would be all these things, these needs that are outside of ourselves. But what if that was so? Would the goal or the answer to be looking outside of ourselves in order to attain what only could be held within ourselves? Because that would suggest that we are something short of that source of life, that breath of life, that pure awareness. If the answer was not within ourselves, then where would it be? Sometimes these stories come up. It's all these answers in regards to how to conquer the dream. Because are these shapes and forms and concepts, are they even real? What needs to be ascended or descended into if we're already here? How can pure awareness be bound? How can the source of life need freedom? Is there a need in consciousness? Or is there a perception of the mind that creates these storylines, which is a fictitious entity within itself? Have we ever looked to find the mind? You'll find that you'll never find him, her, him, or it. It is part of the activity. It's just the thought. And so whether in this, what we call life, have other worlds or planets or whatever level, density, structures. It's all still shapes, forms, and concepts, emotions, sensations, all these things that are perceivable. But can the source be perceived? Can the perceiver be perceived? Is truth the vibration? Or is that the activity of truth? So these are the things that come up when contemplating. Sometimes I hear stories where, there's trying to find out where they come from, which is good. Self-inquiry is awesome. And it's wonderful thing to know the history of how all was created. But are the stories truth? There's only one thing truth, and that is that source of life, that breath of life, awareness. That's us. It's only one thing that is true. So if there was a need, then there's no need. It would not be outside of ourselves, because the only way to unveil that truth is to go within. And then you realize there's not even an in or an out. It's just here. Attach words to it, and then we just start lying. I is enough. After going beyond I, that's when we start coloring it. With the only thing we know how to color with is the words, but the words is not it. And so this helps to clear up, yeah, this is a fun experience. Maybe there is an experience of what we consider other dimensions or astral projections or things, shapes, forms, and other concepts. But in clarity and in knowing, we know that all that is not us. All that is just the activity. When we're experiencing, or when we're through the perception of the finite mind. And we call that individuals, but it's no real individuals, because it's only one. And we share that being. We share that truth. We share that source of life that emanates everything that is. So this is what came up. I thank you for sharing this moment with me. Let's just continue to contemplate within. Because if you contemplate within, you won't have a need to fix anything without. The mind will take you through journeys where you're constantly having to clean up, constantly having to fix. And then the more things that you clean, you'll find there's other things that need to be fixing. And we need to do this and do that. But in realness, there's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. Yes, there's the persistence and the unveiling and staying with it, even beyond the fear, beyond the stories, beyond the attachments, beyond the story of my life. There's a steadfastness in that. But it's in the steadfastness of that, the answer, the mind to tell you to hold on is to let go. Just let go and be quiet and find that truth of yourself in the quiet places. Beyond the stories of all the worlds and how everything was created beyond that knowledge, and to that place of knowing. And it will always be in the now, where love is abounding and peace is forever flowing. In that place where you see you are light, where truth is, and wisdom, and knowing. Anyway, thank you again, that just came up, for sharing this moment with me. Remember that you are beautiful, and I love you. Bye.